Manipulation is when a woman disrespects you, then blames you for how you reacted. And when you call it out, she flips it and says you're too sensitive for not letting it slide. No, that's gaslighting. That's her making you doubt yourself when your feelings are valid. If a woman says she loves you but dismisses your pain every time, that's not real love. Love doesn't mock you for expressing hurt. Love doesn't twist your reaction into the issue. That's not affection, it's control disguised as care. And if you allow it, it will continue. Because once she knows she can silence you, she'll repeat it until you forget your worth. Real love listens, respects, values your voice. Manipulation silences it. Don't confuse them.
Okay, welcome back to episode 2, What Modern Dating is Costing Men. Part 2 of why men are walking away. And today we're talking about the cost.
One for you, one for me, right? Okay. 2 for you, and 2 for me, right? 3 for you, 1, 2, 3 for me. Yep. 4 for you, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, right?
Because once men added it all up, walking away started to make sense. When people hear men are stepping back from dating, they automatically assume it's because of fear.
I told you, guys are tired. Guys are tired of you. They're tired of you pretending to want to take them seriously when you really just want the free drinks. They're tired of going up to you and you being like, thanks for the drink, doing this game you do. Tired. They're tired of the takers. They're tired. They don't want to deal with any of that. They're tired of, you meet all of these qualifications, right? You got all the qualifications, and she's talking to you and she's like, oh, but, there's this one thing. He has a boat and it's red and I don't like the color red. Oh. Right? Because they feel like they can be so picky that they've got everything met, but they can just nitpick about everything, right? They're tired of you. You want guys to come up to you, change your attitude, change your strategy, treat them differently, and that's going to happen over a long period of time, right? It took decades to get here. Guys finally saying, I am done with you. And social media played a big part because now they go on socials and they see women talking all their crap. So they're like, oh, I know what's going on now behind the scenes. When I walk away after buying you that drink, I know you're making a fool out of me. They're like, I'm done. You're going to make a fool out of me? Honey, now I'm going to make a fool out of you. I'm going to sit at that bar. I'm going to drink my scotch. I'm not buying you nothing. I'm not even looking your way. That's what's going on. Change your attitude. It's going to take a long time for guys to feel like you've changed. Change genuinely, and then you'll see. But for now, especially in the cities, guys are just sitting back with their drink, and they're just letting this drama unfold. It's hilarious. It's like, they're frazzled cats. Frazzled cats. Ooh. Very entertaining.
Fear of commitment, fear of responsibility, fear of relationships. No, men aren't afraid of commitment. They're afraid of bad deals.
Men now don't want to marry anymore because they feel the losses and risk outweigh the benefits. Let's take a look at this.
Men don't want to marry anymore because the risk outweighs the benefits.
Come from girls.
There's a risk that comes with marriage that essentially only benefits a woman. A man marries you and can only hope that one day you don't wake up and say, I feel like I don't love you anymore and I want to leave and you can't do anything about it.
If we can boil it down to maybe 3 big risks all men think about. Number 1,
I would say divorce and then getting half of your stuff taken away
that's
from
it.
you.
Divorce, you spend X amount of years of your life towards this wife of yours. And then, number 2, she takes half of it because the laws are tilted most likely to the favor of the woman. Alimony, child support. Third risk is she cheats on you. But I'll say this, everything in life, including getting married, there's risk behind every decision you make.
Because commitment used to come with balance. Today it comes with a bill. Let's start with money, because nobody wants to talk about this honestly. Dating today is expensive. Not just dinners, not just trips. Expectations. Men are still expected to lead, to plan, to pay, to provide.
If a man's money is hers, then what does she owe him? Because modern relationships sound like this. His money is our money, but my money is my money. And men are expected to provide, protect, and pay with no question asked. But ask her what she brings back in return. And suddenly you're controlling, insecure, or misogynistic. Let's be clear, a man's responsibility is to provide, but a woman's responsibility is to reciprocate with loyalty, respect, softness, and support. If he's breaking his back to make life easier, you don't reward that with entitlement. You reward it with peace and obedience. Because when a man gives his money, he's not just giving cash, he's giving time, effort, and sacrifice that he'll never get back. So if a man's money is hers, then her loyalty, femininity, and respect better be his. That's balance. That's companionship. Anything else is servitude disguised as love.
A lot of women are losers, and I want to talk about it. A lot of y'all feel like men should provide for you guys and should upgrade your lifestyles, but you have nothing in return to give to him.
Oh, shucks.
This is it. Don't get scared now.
I already know there are some women that have already clicked off this video and left it this long. But if you're still here, congratulations.
If a man leads with his wallet, the relationship will never be solid. Here's why. Because then my whole value is predicated on the money that I make. All right? Just money. Like in the comment section. In the comment section, they say this. Well, a man's supposed to be a provider. This is what they say. And I say, well, wait a minute. We're dating. I'm on the 4th day. I'm not providing for you. You're not my wife. But but then I go deeper. I said, well, let's talk about what a provider is. See, a provider is 9 or 10 different things. A provider is a man that provides structure to help you meet your needs, your emotional needs, right? So when we just talk about provider finances, what about provider mental health? What about provider affection? What about one of your needs is communication? He's a provider of communication. What about a provider of this, of that? There are 10 things that a man provides, but why is it that they only focus on one thing? You know why? Because
a guy cannot give us some emotional support, and we'll let that ride. But if he doesn't pay for our nails or our hair, it's an issue.
But appreciation, respect, those are no longer guaranteed. And when a man starts feeling like a walking wallet instead of a partner, while his partner banks every dime she makes, then there's the emotional cost.
You got your card? You have your card?
Card for what?
To pay.
To pay for what?
What do you mean? The food.
Why would I be paying for the food?
What do you mean? Now you said you was gonna pay because I don't have the rest to pay right now. I just paid the rent,
When did I say that? Before or after the margaritas?
Baby, do you see the price on this? This is almost $200 each.
Yeah, and you should pay soon because they're closing.
No, I'm not paying. You agreed to paying because you said I told you I wasn't financially
thought it
stable.
was a joke. I didn't think that was serious.
Why do you think this is
Pay
a joke?
this fucking bill. You're broke.
Yo, you playing? Are you playing? You spilling shit? You drunk? Pay the bill. Where's your card? I don't have it.
I don't have a card.
So what are we gonna do?
I don't have a bank.
You don't have a bank? Stop playing, bro.
Me no hablas inglés.
I'm not playing. Where's your card?
I don't have a card.
You serious?
You don't have it?
So how we gonna do it? What we gonna do?
Oh, you're serious. You're broke.
Oh no, I'm serious. I was telling you that I didn't have it. And you wanted to come eat and you wanted to eat at a fancy spot. So like what's going on?
You don't even have half?
Honestly speaking, I just paid our rent. I have nothing. I really have $35 to my name right now, for real. And I'm not gonna go broke for you because you already shown that you don't even, you feel me? You can't even pay for a meal for us. Like, let's be for real. Are you okay?
No.
What are you licking?
I'm licking the sugar off the rim. You need to be worried about what you could pay for. I could pay for what I'm drinking.
Yo, this is crazy. Like,
We can split it down the middle, but I'm not paying for both of
I
them.
have $35.
The bill is $250.
$250. All right. I have $35 to my name, and I told you that before I came here. So, are you gonna pay the bill? Like, what's going on?
I thought we were doing like a role play type of thing, like
This not a skit. This not a trailer. It's not a commercial. This is not none of that. I don't have the money to be spending $250 on a meal that wasn't even that good.
I'm not gonna lie. Why did you ask to come here?
You asked.
McDonald's is an option.
No, you asked to come here. I told you I don't have money to be spending on an Asian grill. This is not Golden Corral. This is not like, come on.
I literally passed up the steakhouse because you said you were like low on budget, but I didn't know you were piss poor.
All right, so who gonna pay? We can't just leave here without paying. I would leave because you said you was gonna pay. I'll take my shit and just go.
Okay, let me see my phone.
There you go. You got the money, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna cash.
No. I'm
going to, bro.
You're going to the bathroom to cash at me? I'm going with you. Let's go. Let's go.
Why do you need to go with me?
No. It's cool. No, put the food in the bag. Come on. Put the food in the bag. You're not finna just leave me here and have me looking crazy. No, that's not finna happen.
I'm never going on a date with you again.
I don't care. This is not. You are really inconsiderate. I told you I didn't have.
When a healed man walks away, it ain't hate. It's love for itself. He's not bitter. He's not out to destroy your name. He's not even carrying a grudge. He just chooses himself. And one thing about it, that's a powerful thing. Because too many men stay in toxic love out of the fear of being alone. But a healed man understands. Being alone in peace beats being together in pain. So when he leaves, it's not revenge. It's called self-respect. And when he does leave, don't expect him to come back. Because once a healed man chooses peace, he don't trade it back for chaos. It's a wrap. Everybody do me a favor. Fellas, ever walked away with no hate in your heart? Just love for yourself? If so, drop a heart in the comments. Child. Healing teaches men to lead without hate and love themselves enough to stay gone. Real talk.
Men are told to open up, to communicate, to be vulnerable. But too often, that vulnerability is later used against them. What was once shared in trust becomes ammunition in conflict, shared on social media, and analyzed by her friends. So men learn the lesson. Silence is safer.
There's so many women who are ruining their relationships because they are watching other people. The other people that you are watching on social media are living a life that you know nothing about. You think that she's getting all these gifts. You think that it's all this just luxury and peace and harmony. You don't know what goes on behind closed doors. Period. You have no idea. And because a lot of women love the hype and the likes, they pressure their men who are doing the best that they have their ability to do because they want to be one of those it girls as well. Stop paying attention to everybody else's life. Pay attention to your own life. You could have something great going on. You guys can have a great bond. You guys could have the best relationship. And because you over there looking at this person who got Louis Vuitton bag and this person who got these kind of shoes, you stressing this man out, ruining the relationship that you have, not realizing that you actually had a better relationship than she does.
There's also the mental cost. Constant second guessing, constant walking on eggshells, constant pressure to be everything all the time. Strong but sensitive, assertive but gentle, confidence but never intimidating. That kind of mental balancing act is exhausting, and eventually men stop auditioning. Here's where frustration turns into clarity. Men are still expected to take responsibility for finances, for protection, for leadership. But accountability? That's optional, depending on the situation. And when responsibility is mandatory, but accountability is selective, men notice.
That's what I'm talking about. This shit means something to me, man.
There's one thing I learned in life. What's that? A man gotta know who to date and who not to date. And what I mean by that is, if there's a woman, John, I want y'all listen very carefully. There's a woman that can bring violence out you or make you change who you are as a man. Run from that woman.
Every man has a moment. The moment he realizes he's giving more than he's receiving. The moment peace feels better than providing a point. The moment solitude feels lighter than constant tension. That's not bitterness, that's math. Walking away isn't emotional, it's logical. Less stress, more control, predictable finances, quiet evenings. And once men experience that, dating no longer feels necessary. It feels optional.
Damn!
This is why men didn't suddenly leave. They calculated.
You're going to realize it one day. That happiness was never about your job or your degree or being in a relationship. Happiness was never about following in the footsteps of all of those who came before you. It was never about being like the others. One day you're going to see it. That happiness was always about the discovery, the hope, the listening to your heart, and following it wherever it chose to go. Happiness was always about being kinder to yourself. It was always about embracing the person you were becoming. One day you will understand that happiness was always about learning how to live with yourself, that your happiness was never in the hands of others. One day you will realize that true happiness comes from within, and no external factors can define it. It was always about you. It was always about you.
And in the next episode, we're going to talk about the biggest lie men were ever told.
Here are the 10 most common lies women tell men every single day.
Because once you expose that lie, everything clicks into place. I want to hear from you. Men, what cause finally made you step back? Women, do you think dating today is fair to men? This isn't about blaming anyone. It's about understanding reality. Before I get out of here, I want to take a moment to say thank you. Thank you to every subscriber, every listener, every person who stayed all the way to the end of this video. That tells me you're not here for noise, you're here for truth, conversation, and real life perspective. Old School Will doesn't do this for clicks or trends. I do this for people who still believe in respect, accountability, and thinking for themselves. If this message hit home, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Drop your thoughts in the comments and make sure you're subscribed, because these conversations are only getting deeper. I appreciate every single one of y'all for staying with me, supporting the channel, and standing on principle. Y'all stay blessed.